Yeah, obviously when you come into a comp this big, you're uncertain, but there was just an underlying, like, mainly because I am a real technician in all my lifts, I knew that I wasn't going to get any technicalities. If I was going to fail, it was going to be on strength. So my confidence in the ability to lift to the standard that abs demands was one of the things that I was really comfortable with. And second of all, every comp I've done, I've lifted more on the platform than what I do in training. And I knew this was going to be the case as well, because the way I build myself up and peak, I knew it was going to be that. And then also it was quite comforting. Everyone's eyes were on someone else, and I would just come through and just do what I needed to do. But I only ever focus on what I'm doing anyway. So I'm always confident in myself because I know I can do it. I always have an underdog mentality anyway. But yeah, it doesn't, because coming in here is the ultimate pressure anyway. So regardless of what people say about you before you get here, you're all in the same pressure cooker, and whoever handles it best comes out on top, in my opinion. So no, I know there is more eyes on me because obviously there's going to be, but yeah, there are still other people that can potentially beat me. So there's again with the pros, 5 or 6 1,000 kilos lined up. Abs Pro 10, I literally just sat down, no music, and just looked at the scoreboard and then waited for Connor to call me, and that was it. I wasn't really thinking much, to be honest. But yeah, just calm, not talking to anyone, and just being in the moment. I think if you let your mind go elsewhere, you sort of, I think you can lose a bit of concentration. So I was just in it, and then as soon as it was ready, it was time to go. Yeah, because I've already been dragged into it with, I think Jake had a pop the other day, catch a grip of yourself, says the guy who can't grip onto a deadlift. But yeah, no, it's like, obviously I'm going to be in the crosshairs, obviously, but I'll take it, and then 5 minutes later it's all done anyway, so it doesn't matter. But no, I quite enjoy it because it adds to the, what the competition is, and it's not just it's an event, it's a big thing. So yeah, you're going to get that. In the interview for the Abs Pro, it's the investment in the lifters. It's the fact that you're made to feel like you really wanted to be here. You like, when you get invited to this, it's almost like a different level, because it is an invite. There's prize money, the amount of money that's put into the place, new plates, new bars, the media, the posters, and the legacy is like the pictures on the wall, stuff like that. That's all stuff that lets you know that you're really part of something special, and there's nothing else like it out there. So yeah, that's like, already I've only done 2 comps here, but my loyalty is absolutely with this place because of that reason. And if you're a world-class lifter, you're really appreciated, and anyone that comes in here is appreciated because you add to what, that you add to what they're trying to do here, which is the future of powerlifting, in my opinion. No, it's crazy. There's again 5 or 6 thousand kilos. I hope it actually happens this time, because the pro, there was talk of 4 or 5, and then only 1 happened, which was mine. So everyone's got to step up a bit, I think. It's got to happen. Like, you can't invite the names that we've got on the roster and then 1,000 kilo total gets put up. It's got to happen. So yeah, there's nothing like it in Europe ever. And I think this is probably just the start. The clash it's going to take off. 100% it's going to take off. If this lives up to what it's, in my mind, being hyped to be, because it feels even more than the pro. It feels a lot bigger because it's the pinnacle of powerlifting, big weights. That's what everyone wants to see, not necessarily dots, but it's big weights, so it's completely different. So yeah, and there's people like that have bought tickets and that I know coming over just to see it. So yeah, it's going to be good. Obviously, as I hear, the best 125 ever. It'll be just great to share the platform with him, but I'm not sucking his balls like everyone else is. because you can't do that. You don't know what level he's going to be at, but no disrespect to him, he's fantastic, and it's going to be great to share the platform with him. It'd be nice to see Jake get 3 deadlifts in. I really want him to do well. Rob Spence, he's got to prove himself again, I think, with what happened last time. But again, he's got the potential to be up there. Fernando looks like a glass lifter. But again, the standards will eat someone up. Right at the top. Right at the top, yeah, absolutely. You don't get the names that is coming to the clash every day. And I think because this is the first one, I think if it goes how it should go, and how it probably will go, then it's just going to be a real event every year. You'll outgrow this place, you'll have to move into somewhere else. Because like you see the crowds for like pro big dogs and stuff, it's going to be exactly the same.
In a positive way.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Like powerlifting would stay stagnant if that wasn't the case, and especially this brand of powerlifting. I think it's helped, to be honest, because you've got now people that are chasing me, that want to come to abs to beat me, and then that attracts so many more people. It's like when football clubs sign an all-star player and then the other players start getting interest. That's the same effect it's going to have. So I really want Jake to do something special. It's about fucking time he did something. I like him, and it's fucking, it's about time he did something, special. He's already done the 1,000 kilos, but it'd be nice to see him do something. Eamon, I think, will do something good. Mason, hopefully, because he had a bit of a mare at the pro, which I didn't really like to see. Myself, but I don't know what it's going to be. I surprised myself with my squat last time. They're the main ones. They're the ones I'm rooting for anyway. Standard probably more so than environment, because he's pretty full on anyway. So he probably handle the environment, but the standard, I think, it's what gets everyone that doesn't really understand until they get here. And it's like, the one thing I'll say about Rob is I'm glad he's coming back, because that means a lot, because he now understands. So hopefully this time he's going to bring, I think the standard more than the environment. I think you'll find the environment pretty cool, like we all do, but the standard is the big one that will get most people. That's a good question, because it doesn't actually mean bigger is better. Obviously there's some monsters in the world like Olivares, Williams, Dan Bell, but aside from that, it's not really, people that might think it's just like 140 plus lifters going for a bigger total, but I guess for me, because I am the body weight and I lift more than what anyone has done in this gym ever, I think that helps people to understand that it's not just a fat boys competition, weight moving weight. It's, I'm 19 stone, which is light, and it just shows that mass, the weight doesn't always move weight. It's about how you do it as well. But I am a bit of a freak of nature, to be honest, but again, you don't have to be 180 kilos, just a total of 1,000. You can do it at 122 kilos apparently. Yeah, obviously I'll be top of the leaderboard anyway. That's a fact. But yeah, no, I'm not. Powerlifting, I'm probably never going to stop doing it, to be honest. It's just something it's an identity for me now. And I've got a name for myself, and this platform gave me an opportunity to do that, so I think I owe a lot of loyalty to this place, and there's no other place I'd want to be, because this is where powerlifting's going, in my opinion, specifically in Europe, but again, the brand will grow worldwide, 100% it will. So yeah, I think to be able to help do that in many years in the future is where I'm going to be. Yeah, there's lots of people that just are very selfish in powerlifting, but I don't think you can be. And most of the time they're the people that just come and go. Oh, do you remember that guy? Yeah, he's just on open powerlifting from a few years ago.
That's it.
I think you've got to stay active in powerlifting. You can't just be flash in the pan and then claim that you did this and that. What about the people like, you know, when I'm not going to have a great meet every single time, but you've got to come back and you've got to keep doing it.